Hey guys, so this is a little bit of a catch up because it's been a while and I haven't been able to go as many places as usual because I've had to be spending money on other things such as having to fix our room up because it was in such a bad state with mold, and it's really bad for anyone to breathe in black mold, but we were having to kind of put up with it for a few years just because we just couldn't figure out how to afford it. Thankfully now we had a little bit on our credit card that we were able to spend to fix this. This is what it looked like before. It was absolutely disgusting. I kind of find it hard to believe that I was living in that. It was so bad. We lost so many belongings, so many clothes, so many electronics got damaged or destroyed with it, and I'm so relieved that me and Tig were able to do this ourselves. We didn't get anyone in, we just did it ourselves. So I plastered, we both painted, and we just did it all and got rid of the mold, and now it doesn't smell and it's actually much more insulated because the windows had a massive gap in them. So now this is what it looks like. So definitely a lot better now than it was. So I'm not at home at the moment, I'm away. There'll be some England adventures coming up next week, so stay tuned for that. Let me just do a little room tour. Are you ready? Look at the size of it. So this is the living room. It's bigger than any place we've ever rented or anything. It's huge. Then we've got the bedroom, and then we have the bathroom. So we've got to fill our kettle up, haven't we? There we go. The kettle's nearly boiled. Oh, it's boiled. Very good. So I'm going to have tea. I'm going to have a hot chocolate because I fancy something with a bit of sugary lift. And I don't have any milk, so can't have a tea without milk, I'm afraid. Powder in here. See, this is why you don't vlog and do things at the same time. Look at the mess I've just made. In it goes. Oh, look at that nice hot cup of hot chocolate. That's better, a nice cup of hot chocolate. Cheers. I have a big announcement and I'm wondering if you guys could help me, especially people from this particular part of the world. So we have a new adventure coming up. So I'm looking for some advice for some places that we should visit because we have a new destination, and that destination is, drumroll, Thailand! Woo! We're finally going to Thailand. It's a place I've wanted to go to for absolutely ages. So we're gonna go there, and I'm looking forward to it so much. I just wanted to ask you guys, I don't normally do this before I go places because sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to surprise everybody, but then it's like, well, I want you involved in my adventures and where I'm going to go and what I'm going to see and do. If anyone's from Thailand or has been to Thailand and has any recommendations for places that we should visit or things that we should do, we'll see if we can make that happen, or restaurants or places that we should check out that are quirky, especially in the Bangkok zone because we're there for 3 days and I want to kind of explore as much as I can, but it also looks quite crazy there in Bangkok, so any advice and tips would be great. I do have family that live out there, so I might try and see them and sneak them into a travel vlog as well, so watch this space. It's a place I've wanted to go forever. Like I've wanted to go for so many years, I've lost count, but now we're finally going to be able to go, and I can't wait. So any tips you guys have, any recommendations of places to visit, places that we could grab some food, anything that you can think of, I really want to hear it, or any of your experiences. Have you been to Thailand before? What did you think of it? Please let me know down below. That would be great. I really want to make you guys more part of what I'm up to and what I'm doing, so this is seems like a good starting point for that. Start with the step nation. Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom. Now can I only apologise I'm not using my camera. I brought my camera. I brought my camera to use my camera, but guess what I didn't pack? Guess what I didn't pack? An SD card. What was I thinking? So I'm gonna have to buy one now, which is ridiculous. So I have two choices. Either I don't film anything, which isn't gonna happen, or I drive. All of our stuff's in boxes at the minute, so everything's all over the place. To go home and try and find the tiny SD card in all the boxes, which, to be quite honest with you, I'm not down for. It's not like a wasted investment, so I'm just gonna go for it. So yeah, overall this year's been a very weird year because we've spent most of it practically just in the house. We haven't really gone anywhere or met anyone because we haven't had the money to, and we've just been cleaning knee deep in mold basically, and that has been really all of our summer, so that sucked a little bit. We only went to the sea this year once, and that was in India. So this summer we managed to go again, so that's 2 times, but that's still not very much for us. but it was really nice to be at the ocean, and I actually buried Tig alive, so that was good. So for some of you may know, some of you may not, I have a bad back, so I've got 6 herniated discs in my spine, which causes me quite a lot of issues from time to time, which is why the falling was more of a big deal than it would have been normally, because, you know, normally if you fall, oh well, you get up, boom, boom, boom. But because I've got the herniations in my back, it's a bit more like, oh no, oh no. What was I going to say? What am I talking about? So we didn't kayak this year. Now normally we kayak a lot, but I had some nerve damage. I had to stop my guitar, had to stop kayaking and just wait for it to stop basically playing up. I couldn't feel my whole hand and my arm on this left side. It was all, well, I could feel it, but it was all tingly and weird, and it was a little bit numb. So I just had to rest and stop kayaking, stop guitar, stop everything. And thankfully now it's fine, but this summer has been a little bit flat as a consequence, not just due to financial issues, but also just due to health issues and annoying things like that. To be fair, my body's gone through so much hell. It's doing pretty well, but it can get frustrating sometimes, especially when you've got an autoimmune illness. Your body, it can struggle sometimes, and you can find yourself frustrated, and it is an anxiety thing when I go traveling, like whether I'm going to be okay, you know, is the pain going to be okay, is it going to be manageable. But usually when I go to kind of countries where it's a lot more dry, it seems to help my body. So let's hope I can wiggle around and bounce around like usual in Thailand. Thank you guys so much for your positive feedback regarding my Peak District adventures. I'm so gutted that I didn't get to finish the climb, but next time I'm definitely going to do that climb, and I'm going to conquer the climb as well. But we were so badly prepared. Tig's shoes had holes in them, my shoes had holes in them, and we were just bumbling around. We had no business up there whatsoever. We were just so not prepared. Next time we're going to bring plenty of water, some food, probably some like electrolyte stuff just to help us in case we get low energy or anything. I Am Helen Keller actually suggested the idea of us having walking sticks, and you know what, it's not a bad idea. So we might invest in some for climbing up those hills, because actually we bumped into this guy on the way down, and he was with his family and he had some, and he just gave me one of his sticks, and it made it so much better to climb down with the nice springy bit at the bottom, because I've never used walking sticks for climbing before. But it really helped, so I definitely might invest in some of those for the next climb. Not quite sure when we're going to do the Peak District climb, but it will happen. I hope this year sometime, I really, really do. Weather permitting, of course. So this is a bit of an odd video, guys, but thanks for bearing with me on this one. And next week, we'll be back to our usual antics. We're going to be exploring some parts of Wiltshire, so stay tuned for that. I'm really looking forward to doing that, and I might even revisit Stonehenge, so watch this space. Anyway guys, thanks so much for joining me in this weird vlog, and catch up or blah, blah, blah. Thank you guys so much for all of your wonderful comments. I absolutely love reading them. It really means so much to me, and I really enjoy doing these travel videos, so hopefully you guys enjoy them as much as I enjoy them. Thanks so much for joining me on this very strange Tuesday vlog. And until next time, when we're exploring some more of the UK, I will see you on the flip side. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Bye.